This isn't just about TikTok, it's about control. TikTok has agreed to a new deal that will see its US operations handed over to American ownership, a deal that is currently being framed as a national security measure to protect US user data. For several years, the United States has pushed ByteDance, the parent company of TikTok, to hand over or sell its US operations to an American company over national security concerns that American user data could be easily accessed by foreign governments, specifically the Chinese government, due to ByteDance's relationship to the Chinese. Under this new agreement, TikTok's operations in the US will be led by a group consisting of Oracle, which is co-founded by Larry Ellison, a vocal supporter of the Donald Trump administration in the United States, Silver Lake, and MGX, an Emirati investment firm. And in this new deal, an entity will be formed to handle all TikTok operations in the US, which will be called TikTok USDS LLC. This new company will be set to handle all TikTok software assurance, data collection, content moderation, and algorithm protection. And this new deal is set to close on the 22nd of January. But one of the most interesting aspects of this new deal will be that the core platform of TikTok itself will remain the same. But this begs a big question. Does changing the ownership of TikTok really change what TikTok does as a platform? Does it change how it collects data and how it uses the platform? Or does it just simply change who controls the data? However, this is where the conversation gets interesting and very complex. When officials say a deal is about protecting user data, it becomes reassuring, giving you a sense of control back of your own data that you have. But the real question that we need to ask, does change of ownership really change how data is collected or used? Or does it just simply change who controls the data? TikTok is still going to track your interest, your location, your engagement habits, your screen time, everything that you do, just like every platform out there. What simply changes is who has control over the data and what they can do with the data, what content they can show to you, and what content that they can suppress. With public debates currently being centered around foreign manipulation by other governments, domestic influence becomes much more powerful and far less visible to the outsider. The real question shouldn't be which country should have control of this data. The real question should be, why are platforms allowed to have so much data centralized in one place and control almost half of the data of the users in the world? And this fits a broader pattern we're seeing in tech regulation. Instead of governments redesigning how platforms control and use data, they're responding by reassigning ownership based on geography. We have seen this before. Telecom companies, semiconductor supply chains, social media platforms, and now recommendation algorithms. The real debate isn't if technology is shaping us as a society, it's what country gets to do the shaping. Because platforms operate globally and laws remain national, governments, instead of redesigning the policies, they're resulting into dividing platforms based on political territories. This may offer protection in the short term, but in turn, it may turn technology into another weapon of geopolitical power. The real question isn't if TikTok is dangerous, it's if ownership dictates the narrative. Is this deal truly about protecting user data, or is it about what government gets to control the algorithm that feeds what millions of people think, see, and believe on a daily basis? If this is where we're moving to as a society, what happens when every government wants a platform to control and has a problem with what information is shown on a platform? Thank you so much for watching this video. This has been a really interesting video to produce and research. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up. Don't forget to drop your opinion down in the comment section. Please share and subscribe to this video, and see you in the next video.